Well, my today lessons would be kind of encouragement to all of us, being sister, being brother, being parents, mother and father. So I'll share this word with you from Luke chapter 15, verse 11 to 32. So if you have a Bibles, then you can open it. I encourage all of us to read it together. So if you don't have a Bibles, you can listen. So I want someone to read it and we can follow. Luke chapter 15, verse 11 through 32. Thank you. As we all read, and I believe every one of us has read what the story is. It's a beautiful story. There was a time, I think it is this year, as I give you a story of a father with his 6 sons. Do you guys remember? When he called his son one day and he asked them what they want to do. And then there was one son who said, I'll go on the street because I'm strong. Then I'll take people things. He attacked people on the road and take his the stuff. And there was one day a news came to his father. His father was told, look, your son that used to be on the street, taking people things, has been killed, and now we bring you the news. And he said, look, he got what he deserved. That's a good job he chose. And the other son chose to be a farmer. He always get a good harvest. And he say, you choose a good job. So now, today we're talking about something that has lost. Just let's forget about the sons. Let's say it. You lost your watch, or you lost your money, you lost your wallet. What would you do if you lost your wallet? The first thing you do is you think, where did I lose my wallet? And then you start thinking. And then you said, oh, I was in this place, I was there and there and there. And then you start searching, yeah? If it is in your house, you turn everything down, yeah? Searching for it. And when you find it, what would happen? You will really be happy that you find your money, yeah? Or you find your wallet. So the same thing. This story is very simple. Our Father is very good in telling a story. So when you call Jesus a father, is it inappropriate? He said, I'm with my Father and Father is in me. So I don't think it's also wrong. You can say that. You guys all say him Father. He was born 2,000 years ago and we are in 20,000 years. So we can also call him father in a term of, if we, in a human way, yeah, we can say that. So anyone older than you, like 10 years or whatever, or 15 years, you can call a father, yeah? In our traditions as South Sudanese, anyone that is older to you is the equality of father in age, you call them father. And you give them your aid, and they will do this for you. It's like a respect and also a blessing, giving a blessing back. So, well, the parable of the lost, there was a parable of the lost. Jesus spoke about the cost of disciples in the first page, in chapter 14. He also spoke about the souls and the test, a soul without a test. He also has spoken about the lost sheep in chapter 15, verse 1. And then when it comes to verse 8, he also spoke about the parable of the lost coin. Yeah? And then in chapter 15, also verse 11, which is what we are reading now, he's spoken about the prodigal son, which is the lost son. So, it is simple. We put it this way, yeah? We read from the story that the son asked everything that belonged to him from the family. He took them away, he did whatever he did with them, and he lost everything. And then from there, he was suffering. And then he thinks, he said, oh, I did a mistake. You know what I did? I separated from my family. What I should do is to go back to my father and ask forgiveness. What did he say there? What did he say? He said, I will rise and go to my father, and I will say to him, Father, I have sinned against heavens and before you. I am no longer worthy to be called your sons. Treat me as one of your hired servants. And he arose and came to his father. You know, the good thing about this son is that he realized that sufferings and continues hardening my heart not to go back to my family will actually cause a lot to me. So the easy way is to go back and repent. And that's exactly like us. If we are continuing in our sins, and then we will get what we saw, yeah, what we do. But if we turn away and say, come to the Father and say, Father, we are sorry. Forgive us our sins. In that minute, Father will be celebrating and will be happy. As it is, has been said there. When his sons come to him, he said, for this is my son that was dead and alive again, and he was lost and he is found. Now bring the good chips and let's kill it and celebrate. And everyone has to dance for happiness. That's exactly what our Father in heaven also does. Whenever you did something wrong and you came back to God. That's what exactly. So I'm asking, what is the difference between us and the animals? Can anyone give me an answer for it? What is our difference? We are human. We are also animals, yeah? But we are a part of what we call human, yeah? Science says we are all animals. We are social animals. That's how they characterize us. They say we are social animals. But what makes us social? And why we are different from other animals, okay? Yeah. We know what is right and wrong. In other words, God gives us a free will. And these free wills doesn't have. The other animal doesn't have it. They don't have it. It is only us, human. We have this free will. And this free will, it is what It's what makes us who we are. And this free will is it's not different from you and me. We have the same thing, we have the same gift, but we have the personality. We have the values that we learn. What we learned when we are young, that's what we are also taking today when we grow up. And simple is that. And that's why you can muzzle an ox and you can get it to do everything that you want him to do. But you cannot get, I cannot let you, or I cannot get you to do everything that I want. And there will be a time when you will say no. You know why? That is because of free will. We have cars and we can drive cars. We can drive it everywhere we want because it is just car. We can take it anywhere. But you cannot take a human anywhere that you want. They will definitely say no because they have free will. They will choose what they want. They will choose to listen to you. They will choose not to listen to you. They will choose what they want and they like, and you will choose what you want and you like. You cannot get them to like what you want. No, does happen. And that's why sometimes we cannot blame ourselves. I know in South Sudanese families here in Melbourne, we have a lot of issues with our young one. It does not mean that we don't know how to parent them, because we have a way of parenting. We have that culture. And our culture is not good. It's not bad, sorry. It's not bad. It is good. Look, for instance, I was brought in that culture. And this is me today. The same thing, the same parent, the same, different people too. But what we are facing today is a different generation that is growing up. There has been some clashes in the culture. You try to teach someone your culture that you grow up with, and they are learning different values. It causes a lot of issues. And those issues, and that's why we are human. You cannot force someone to say, look, this is my culture that I have long time ago, and you can keep this now. No. They're human, they will say no. Because they want a different ways of learning. So, when something happens, we don't blame ourselves. That's the first thing that we need to do. You don't blame yourself, but give it to God. Give it to God. And pray for it. Because God is the only way. You remember it said, if we are tempted, He has a way of escape. People learn. There's a different ways. People learn by being punished, and people also learn by being corrected. And that's why Kawaja, the white people, said, when a child did something, instead of punishing them in a hard way, what they do, they will take something away from them, which is a negative reinforcement. And then they will think, why, this one is taken away from me. And because I did this. But if I behave and I did this, and then what I will get a reward. And then when they did something good, you give them something. And that is a reward. And then they will be happy for it. That is a positive reinforcement. That is an idea that has been developed for this generation. It is a way of, bringing them up. And sometimes freedom also discouraging, parents to discipline them, their children in a good way, because the children will have a high level of freedom, and then they can do whatever they like. But doing whatever you like, it does not mean that you can be good with whatever you like. Because there are some you need guidance, you need correction from older people. And that's why we are different from older people, because they experience what you are now experiencing. And they can help you out from that. So, let's take this example from the Bible. When this son asked his father, Father, give me everything that I want. What did his father say? He said, go and take it, yeah? He took it and he wasted it. Did his father blame him? Was his father happy or not happy? He was unhappy because his son is going away from him, yeah? He loved his son. He has much love for his son. But it's up to his son to choose. That is a free will. That's what we are trying to see today. Free will. He chose to leave. But his father was not happy. Because he loved him, he wanted him to stay, to look after his things. But he chose to go. But what his father did is just continuous, going on. But when he know that he did something wrong, and he learned his mistake, he came back. When he came back, did his father say, go, because you wasted your thing? Did his father say that? No. What did his father do? He embraced him. Say, I'm happy that you came back, and you realized your mistake. But his father did not put himself in a victim, being a victim that his son has left. You know, like when you play a role of victim, like saying you have a guilt or you have whatever, that maybe he leaving, he take his thing because I did something wrong or whatever. His father did not do that. He just gave him the thing because it's his church. But when he learns, he came back. That's exactly what our Father in heavens want us, because he loves us. He don't want anyone to fall into sins. He wants us to stay in his family. So the same way, we should also know that things happen and we cannot blame ourselves. Don't blame yourself. If something happened to you, if something happened to your sister, something happened to your brother, something happened to your mother or your father, but just know that family is the most important thing. And that's what God has instituted at the first place when he created the heaven and earth. What did God do? He joined it, man and a woman. And the first thing he said to them, give birth and multiply. What is that? He's asking them to have more children and inherit the earth. That is an institution of God. Family is an institution of God. It's God given. And within the family, it's important that you stay together, no matter what happened. And also the thing is, you cannot change being a part of that family. There's no way of changing it. Because first of all, even your DNA say you belong to that family. Doesn't matter what, you live in the family, you will come back. And look, we are talking about the family, the earthly family. But now, let's think about the church. The church is the family of God, yeah? And we are all the part of the family. All of us who are sitting here. If any one of us going away or leaving the church, we will not be happy, yeah? We will want them to come. And if they leave and they're coming back, what would we do? When they come back, we will celebrate, yeah? We'll be happy and we'll be thankful to God. The same thing, the same example. The family as a church, the family as human family, and the same thing, our relationship with God too. These three things are all connected in this chapter. So I'm encouraging all of us that let's keep our love, with ourselves, with our brothers and sisters. Let's keep our love also in our family, and let's know that whatever go wrong, it may be good again. That is the most important thing. And also, never forget, never cease to pray for those who left the family, so they can come back anytime. Doesn't matter how they live, but the matter is how God is going to bring them back. That is our matter. That is our responsibility. That's what we need to do. No blame, no whatever, but all we can do is give everything to God and pray to God so that we are united again. And the most important thing is that we see ourselves again in heaven as a one family. That's the most important. Because the bad thing is, I see Jimmy in paradise tomorrow, and I am in hell. That is the bad things. That's the bad thing should happen. But while we're staying on earth, whatever happened, we may come back together as a family. I may leave today. Jimmy continues praying for me, and when I come back, Jimmy will celebrate. But the bad thing is, when this everything gone here on earth, and we all and the judgment comes, and I will be in other side, and Jimmy's in other side, that is the wrong thing. That's the bad thing. We all pray that we see ourselves in the same place as a family of God one day. So we'll stop there, and God bless all of us, and please keep courage. Keep courage. In Jesus' name.